That's who I owe the honor.
I'm free. Free. No more retainer. No more Dr. Wortham. I am free. Perfect peace.
I wouldn't go that far.
I swear, Willie, there were tears in that creep's eyes when he threw out my retainer.
Well, you'd cry, too, if you were losing a steady source of income.
I guess. But I think it's because I bit him.
That nice old man?
Listen, after 3 long years of torturing my teeth, I've decided he needed a going-away present.
Well, you could have had your retainer bronzed.
Hey, why didn't I think of that?
Guess what?
I give up.
No fun.
Come on, what?
Salina McGee is in Pasadena. For good. She called me at work.
I guess you won't be home for dinner.
Is that all you had to say about it?
I guess you won't be home for breakfast either, huh?
Buddy, you go too far.
Listen, could you drop me off at Audrey Pfeiffer's? I promised her I'd come over and celebrate after I got back from the dentist.
It's a good day for celebrating.
Okay. One more stop and then I'll buy you a special lunch.
If you buy one more thing, you won't be able to afford lunch.
Now, I haven't splurged in ages, and Timmy needs every single thing I bought him.
Of course he does, darling. What California child could possibly manage without a blue raincoat and matching boots?
Can't you just see him in it, though? Oh, okay, there it is. Now, all I have to do is go in, and I get it. The man says my wash is ready and waiting for me, and then we can eat.
Okay.
You're sure this is the end thing?
Oh, this is it.
Isn't that Fred Hogan?
Oh, yes, it is. I wonder if Elaine's around. Maybe they'd join us for lunch.
Hey, look at that. Look what he's getting. I don't think that's for Elaine.
Oh, it's a pendant, isn't it?
Yeah, well, see, it's not the kind you wear around your neck. These are very big now. You kind of wear them around your hip, and the heart kind of rests there.
You're right. It's not for Elaine. Fred.
Kate. Nancy, radiant as ever.
We were just going to pick at Nancy's watch.
For Sally. Well, I got to get back to the office.
Oh, bye, Fred. You see, it's for Sally. Well, it's not exactly what I buy for my daughter, but...
I should hope not. Are you going to tell Elaine?
Tell her what?
Enough said.
Good. Now, if you stop jumping to conclusions, can we get your watch?
McGee!
Willie!
Oh, you are back! It is so good to see you. It seemed like years.
I know. But I'm here, and I'm going to stay, and everything's going to be super this time.
Oh, I know it will be. You know, I would like to take you someplace wonderful for dinner.
How about if I cook something wonderful? I don't have any food in the house.
Well, that's okay. I'm not hungry.
You'll delight in our relaxing sessions during which warm wax is poured over you from your shoulders to your toes. Think of being wrapped in wax paper, gently perspiring away all your impurities. Imagine the thrill when you're unwrapped, and hurry to your masseuse while you're still warm. Still warm. The place is a front for a mortuary. Would you mind telling me what all this nonsense is about?
Have you seen Madge Sinclair lately? Fantastic. And they did it.
Madge Sinclair is 10 years younger than we are. Besides, she has an invisible plastic coating.
I don't care. After 25 years of marriage, it's hard enough to keep things going without looking like something the cat dragged in. Men like Fred are hard to find these days. If you've got one, you've got to try and hang on to him, right?
What's the matter, Elaine? Something is. Otherwise, you'd be in stitches over a place like that. It's just not you.
I loved the job, but I just couldn't face another tour. The shows were fun, though. I really got into those puppets. They said I could keep the ones I worked. But you know, every time I'd look out into the audience and see those children, I just want to drop the puppets and run back to Jenny. God, it's just not right being separated from her.
Who's taking care of her? Not your folks.
No. Like, I hope you can understand this.
Go on.
Her father. I left her with him.
I don't understand. I didn't even know you were in touch with him.
I wasn't. But he came to visit me when I was living in Venice. My parents told him where I was.
What did he want?
Well, not to marry me, if that's what you're thinking. In fact, he is married. He just wanted to see his daughter. He needed to know what she looked like. So I said, sure. And he came down a couple of times with his wife, and they were very sweet with Jenny.
That must have been rough on you.
Oh, no. No, I hadn't seen him in a couple of years. All the bad feelings were gone. He seems so much older, though. More settled, you know. He's working for a bank. They promoted him and transferred him to Fair Oaks.
Fair Oaks? That's here.
And when I found out I had to tour with the show for a month, I called him. I figured it was the safest place to leave Jenny. Oh, Willie, a month didn't seem like any time at all, but once I was away from her, it just seemed like an eternity.
When can you get her back?
Well, I called, and his wife said that John would be home at 6 and to come by then.
I'm going with you.
I hoped you would. Willie, I love you. Willie, would you wait in the car? Suddenly I feel a little awkward about you meeting John.
You don't have to.
I know I don't, but I do. Please.
Just hurry.
Hello, John.
Salina?
Well, if Jenny's ready, I'll get her.
No.
What's wrong? Is she sick?
No, she's fine. Look, Salina, Lila and I have decided we're going to keep Jenny.
What?
I want my baby.
You're crazy.
Look, I am in a much better position to care for her now. I've talked to a lawyer, and I'm going to sue for permanent custody.
You're out of your mind. Jenny's my baby, and I'm going to take her out of here right now.
She needs a home, and she's going to have one here, starting now.
John, if you don't let me in there, I'm going to call the police.
All right. Go ahead. You know, I was in Venice recently. In fact, I stopped in at that place where you were staying. I had a nice little chat with the Gilberts. It's a nice place, Venice. Not too far from L.A. And just a short drive to Mexico.
John.
My lawyer will call you in the morning. His name is Wheeler, Ross Wheeler.
What's wrong? Where's Jenny?
Oh, it's nothing. She just has a slight cold, and I decided it was better not to take her out of a warm bed.
What is it?
They won't let me have her. They're starting custody proceedings. I just thought it was better if I didn't make a scene when I have to go to court.
Court? You don't have to go anywhere. You can take Jenny anytime you want her. She's yours. He has no right to her.
Please, Willie, let me handle this my own way, okay?
I can't get over how wonderful Buddy is with Timmy.
One day, Buddy's going to provide you with a lot of grandchildren.
Oh, well, at least I have a few years leeway anyway.
Oh,
Salina, how good to see you.
Good to see you. Hi. How are you?
Selina, hey, you look wonderful.
Thank you. Hey, you didn't bring Jenny. I kind of wanted her to meet Tim.
Where is Jenny?
Well, she's...
Dad, can we talk to you? There's some trouble.
Willie, it's really not necessary.
Is something wrong with Jenny?
No, she's fine.
Dad.
I'll go get Timmy and Buddy ready for bed. They keep terrible hours.
Why don't I fix some coffee?
Oh, no, please stay. It's all right.
Well, come on in.
Thank you.
Dad.
Yeah? Hey, what seems to be the trouble?
Well, the guy who... Jenny's father told Salina that he wants to start a custody suit. He wants to keep Jenny permanently.
Keep her. How'd you get her in the first place?
Well, I was working out of town for about a month, and I was moving around a lot. So John, Jenny's father, said that he'd take care of her, and, well, it seemed like a really good idea at the time.
Is he married?
Yes, recently.
Has he ever tried to get custody before?
No, never.
When Salina tried to go and get Jenny, he stopped her.
Has there been any action taken legally?
I don't think so. I don't know. He does have a lawyer named Wheeler. Russ Wheeler.
Ross Wheeler, I know him. Well, suppose we arrange a meeting for all the parties. Maybe we can get it settled without going to court.
Do I have to be there?
Certainly. You better tell Jenny's father, what's his name?
John Croswell.
Oh, well, you better tell Mr. Croswell that his chances are very slim. Generally, unless moral turpitude is shown or there's damaging evidence against her character, custody always goes to the mother.
The sooner you face him, the sooner you'll get Jenny back.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Are you okay? I'll pick you up at 2:30. The meeting's at 3. Salina, don't worry. Everything will be okay.
Give her my love.
Mom sends her love. Just take it easy. What about lunch? Would that make you feel any better?
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hi, Kate. We seem to be running into each other a lot.
Fred, it's okay. I can pick the car up Sunday night, and Mr. Keith's under the mat. How about
Great,
that?
great, great. This is Barbara Clark, my research assistant, Kate Lawrence.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, I got to get moving. I got to get Barbara back to the office, and then I got to hit the road. I got to be out of town till after Monday. Got a little problem up north.
Yes.
Say, why don't we get together next week? Say, for dinner or something. You fix it up with Elaine, okay?
I'll see what I can do.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Tell me the last 5 minutes didn't happen. If you can't manage that, fill it with regular.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wheeler.
That's all right. The main thing is we're all here. Sit down, John. This is Douglas Lawrence, Miss McGee's attorney.
Who's he?
My son.
Are you a lawyer?
No, I'm not.
Well, then I don't understand why he's here.
Please, John, Willie is a good friend.
Well, we may be discussing some things you'd rather he didn't know about.
I think I know everything there is to know about Salina.
Look, if the purpose of this meeting is to try to get my wife and me to change our minds about taking Jenny, it's not going to work.
Jenny is my baby. Mine.
Yes, Salina, but she is also mine.
I don't understand how this is all happening.
Oh, I think you do.
Well, maybe you could explain it to us. Jenny's over a year old now. Why have you suddenly decided at this point that you want her? Where were you when Miss McGee was alone and pregnant, Mr. Croswell? When she carried her? When she gave birth to her? Took care of her?
As Salina will tell you, she didn't want me around. I didn't think it was necessary to go against her wishes because she seemed like a good mother.
Well, then why did you change your mind?
Willie.
When I found out about her arrest...
Arrest?
What are you talking about?
Oh, yes, Salina has been arrested. She's on probation right now. I no longer consider her a fit mother for my child.
Don't say that. That's not true.
I have no control over the way she decides to lead her own life, but I can see to it that my daughter is raised in a safe, decent home.
Jenny has always been safe.
Salina, you better explain what Mr. Croswell is referring to.
Salina?
What's the use, huh?
Salina! Salina, stop! Come on! Talk to me. Come here. Sit down. And don't just sit there. You tell me what he was talking about.
It's true.
It's true. What's true? Come on, Salina, tell me what the hell happened.
I got arrested for transporting marijuana across the Mexican border into the United States.
You didn't.
I didn't do it, no. But I did get arrested. I know. Dumb old McGee, right? Listen, last time I left here, I went right to Venice, and I moved into the Gilbert's Craft Center. Oh, everything seemed fine. I was making money. I could take care of Jenny. Listen, for the first time, I thought maybe there was some hope for me. Anyway, then the Gilberts said that they had to go down to Ensenada and pick up materials. Leather, things for the craft center. Well, I had the minibus, so I said, okay, I'll drive you. Willie, I didn't know anything about it. I really didn't. When we got to the border on the way back, they stopped and searched the van. There was grass hidden everywhere, even under the mattress in Jenny's cradle.
How could you not know that they were up to something?
Oh, God, I don't know. Sure, I knew they smoked grass, but they knew that I didn't, and they respected my feelings about it. At least that's what they said, and I believed them.
Well, did you tell all that to the police?
Of course I did. And they didn't believe me. Would you? And that's the whole story.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you at least tell my father?
I didn't think anybody would ever hear about any of this. Oh, Willie, every time I come here, it seems like I'm in some kind of trouble. I just wanted this time to come back and to be with Jenny and with you, and it just seems like I can't get anything right, doesn't it?
Shut up, Mickey.
Jenny, won't he?
McGee! McGee!
Please don't do anything crazy, McGee.
No, the way my stomach feels, I don't think I can handle this.
Shh. Elaine brought it over, and herself. She's staying for dinner. She made a surprise for Fred, a big Mexican meal, margaritas, the works. He got called out of town, suddenly. I can't explain now.
That doesn't sound too good.
The less you know, the better off you are. What's wrong with your stomach?
The less you know, the better off you are. Now, looks like Salina may have lost her chance to keep her baby.
No.
She was arrested a couple of months ago. She's on probation.
What? What can we do?
I don't know yet. Will he get home? He went after Salina.
He's not here. Oh, Doug.
Buenas noches, Senor Lawrence. Anytime you're ready, Kate, the table awaits. Buddy's at the table already. She says Mexican food is her favorite.
Personally, I can't wait.
Personally, I can. Forgive me in advance.
Fantastic. Willie will eat his heart out when he finds out what he missed.
It's a pleasure to watch you eat, Buddy.
Boy, if Mr. Hogan gets this every night, he's a lucky man.
You sound as if we keep you on bread and water.
Well, you're not what I call a fun cook, Mom. But that doesn't mean you're not good.
Buddy, please be quiet. Neat.
I'm on my third helping.
Dad!
Willie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Elaine. Well,
I've got dibs on the chicken enchiladas.
don't worry, buddy. I'm not hungry. Dad, can I talk to you for a second?
Excuse me, Elaine. If Buddy gives me a break, I'll be back for a snack later.
I'm not really very hungry. Let's get this stuff out of sight. Remind me when I go on vacation to stay north of the border.
Why, Mom, I'm not done.
Just keep shoveling it in.
There's still no answer. I hung around Salina's place for hours. I went every place I could think of. There's no sign of the bus. There's no sign of her. She just vanished.
Well, she came back here now. I think I'd wring her neck.
Yeah, I went through that stage, too. But now I'm just scared. She was so frightened, so down. I'm gonna go to John Croswell's. Maybe he's heard from her.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I can talk to him. Maybe I can get him to let up on her.
I'd advise against it.
All he can do is throw me out of my tail, and I'm not gonna sit around here doing nothing. If Salina calls, would you get her to come here?
I'll bring her back here myself.
She's really a terrific girl, Dad.
I have no doubt about that.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry, it just slipped out of my hand.
Come on, Elaine. Sit down for a minute. Come on.
No heart-to-heart talks, Kate, please.
Am I or am I not your friend? Have I or have I not known you for 20 years?
22.
And stop all this and tell me what's going on.
Would you believe we're bankrupt?
No, I wouldn't.
How about I can't decide what color to have the living room painted?
Oh, come on, Elaine. What is it?
Stop looking for drama, Kate. I'm tired, and I feel like I'm coming down with the flu, that's all.
Are you and Fred having any trouble?
Fred and I? No. What made you ask that? Mind your own business.
Oh, Elaine, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Kate. Fred's having an affair, and I'm scared out of my wits because I think it's serious.
Are you sure?
Oh, Kate, you're wonderful. If I'd said that to anyone else, they'd be playing 20 questions with me to find out who the other woman is.
Have you talked to Fred?
Sure, I've talked to him. About his mother's arthritis, about the leak, the upstairs bathroom, all the important things. I don't have to talk to him about it, I know. I can't face hearing him admit it.
Well, I can't face any more Mexican food either.
Kate, what am I gonna do?
Well, you have to talk to him. Tell him what's on your mind. People owe that to each other. What's the point of marriage if you can't talk?
That's easy for you to say, Kate. Would it be so easy for you to do?
No.
No. I'm really weary. Making 4 quarts of chili can really take it out of you. Would you mind if I stuck you with the dishes?
Yes, I would.
Sorry, Kate, it won't work. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to be by myself. Good night. Thanks for trying.
My name is Willie Lawrence. I'm a friend of Salina McGee's.
Oh, yes. Well, what is it?
Is your husband home? I'd like to talk to him.
I don't think he'll see you.
It's very important.
Well, he's in the living room.
Your wife said you probably wouldn't want to see me.
She was right. She shouldn't have let you in.
I insisted. Look, you're holding all the cards. I just want to talk to you for a few minutes. Salina's been missing since she left my father's office. Okay. I'd like to know why all of a sudden you've decided to take Jenny. Maybe your wife should hear what I have to say.
Look, say what you want to say, but please just leave my wife out of this.
It's not right. Salina deserves better.
Well, look, if that's all you've got to say, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. Why are you involved in all this anyway? I mean, what are you to Salina?
I care about her. And so should you.
I care about Jenny. What happens to her?
You wanted to know who I am. I am Salina's lover. All right? Just like you were. And there's something that we both know about her. And that is that Salina is an honest, gentle, decent human being. I think you are too. It's just that sometimes Salina's a little dumb about the places she goes and people she thinks are her friends. And when she gets into a jam, it's not because she's loose or she's looking for the easy way out. It's because she trusts too readily and too much.
Well, that's right, but that gets back to Jenny. And as far as Jenny's concerned, I'm sure...
Where Jenny is concerned, there isn't a thing that Salina hasn't done to make that baby feel loved and wanted. She wanted her enough to have her without the support of anyone, especially you.
People change. I have. Salina has. No, I'm sure I'm doing the right thing. I really am.
Salina has been gone since this afternoon. I'm afraid that if she thinks she's losing Jenny, she won't have much left.
She has you.
Well, I'm not enough.
Well, I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to be.
John! John! She's gone, John. The baby's gone. I went in to check her.
That's what this was all about. You came here to cover so she could sneak in and take the baby.
Wait a second.
I'm calling the police.
Wait a minute.
No, John, don't. None of this should have happened. It's not right.
Be quiet, Lila. Okay, Lawrence, you get out of here. And you go back to your girlfriend. Then get my daughter and bring her back here fast.
I don't know anything about this, and I don't even know where Salina is.
Then you'd better find out. Because if my daughter isn't in her crib by morning, you and Salina will both be in jail.
Nancy, it's me, Salina. What is it? You got your baby. It's really you. Please let me in. Oh, yeah. What are you doing here? I thought Jenny was with her father. I've got to go away. I didn't know where else to come. Please, Nancy, I need some money. I'll pay it back. Does Willie know you're here? I mean, tell me what's happened. I've got to get away quickly or they'll find me and find Jenny and take her back. I took her. It was so easy. I just walked into John's house and walked out with her. No one even saw me. Salina. Please, Nancy, I thought that you'd understand. If I'd had any money, I would have just kept on going. Oh, Salina, you can't do that. If it were Timmy, what would you do? I've only got about $60 here. I'm sorry, Salina, I can't. I want to, but I can't. You'll just be making things worse.
Sorry.
What's wrong?
Willie, did you find Salina?
No. She took Jenny from the Crosswell house.
She took her?
John Crosswell said that if he didn't have his baby back by morning, he'd get the police to bring her back. And Salina would never see her again. I've been everywhere. I must have driven 100 miles. Her suitcases are gone from her apartment. The minibus is nowhere to be found. I don't know what to do. I don't know where she is.
She must be terrified, but what a stupid thing to do.
Maybe I better call the police.
No.
No, Willie, now wait. That may sound foolish. Right now, you should get some sleep. I'll go over to the Croswells in the morning, see if I can talk to them. I hope Salina has sense enough to call.
I'll go with you, if it's all right. I need to talk to you.
Sorry, Willie.
I couldn't find you anywhere. see you again.
I have to go away.
No.
I'll be fine, and Jenny will be fine.
No. Have you taken the time to think about what your life would be like? How you'll never be able to stay in one place very long. And you'll never know if someone's going to come along and take Jenny away. And if they do, believe me, Salina, this time it will be forever.
You talk as if I have some kind of a choice.
You do. You can stay right here, and you can face things like a grown-up. You know my father will do everything he can for you. You can run. And you can keep running and pretending that some magic will come along and make everything all right. Salina, there isn't any magic.
It isn't there.
Listen. If you decide to stay here and work things out, and if we're going to be together, then there's something you have to understand about me. I don't want to be with someone who can't tell me about things. And not just the good things. The painful things, the hurting things, and the embarrassing things, too. I love you. But I don't think there's any way that love can grow, or continue to grow, if two people can't talk to each other. If they don't trust each other enough to say everything.
I believe that, too. It's just really hard for me. I will try, though, Willie.
I'm going to call him and tell him that you're here.
Wait, okay? I promise I'll go with you when it's light. I just can't give her back to him in the dark. Can't I just have this night, please?
This is Willie Lawrence, Mrs. Croswell. Salina and Jenny are here with me. I don't want to talk about it right now. Just tell your husband, please.
No, don't bring her here.
Pardon me?
I don't want it to be this way. I don't want to be the one who does this to her. There's something I want to tell you.
Be there in an hour.
Poor Nancy. She said she's sorry now she didn't give Salina the money.
Well, she'd never have forgiven herself if she did.
Oh, the door's open, Nancy.
Kate, can I come in?
Elaine, come on over here. Have some coffee. Here, sit down. I just poured it.
Come on in, Elaine.
There we go.
Breakfast after your shower?
I think I'll skip it. I don't think I could handle an enchilada this early in the morning.
Kate, I came to apologize for being so abrupt last night.
You were right. It is none of my business.
No, you were right, and I wanted you to know first thing. By 4 this morning, I was ready to stop kidding myself. I called Fred's secretary and got the number of the place where he's staying. Had to tell her the house burned down and make her give it to me.
What happened?
I told Fred if he wasn't home by 6 o'clock tonight, that it didn't matter when he came back because I wouldn't be there.
Did you mean that?
What kind of shape is your guest room in?
Tip-top, but you won't be needing it.
Maybe not. But I need to know it's there if I do.
It is.
Now what are you up to? Where's Jenny?
It's all right. Jenny's here. She's out in the bus with Salina.
I asked her to wait 5 minutes and then come in.
It's not going to work. I've told you I'm finished listening and I'm finished talking.
I just want to ask you something. If your wife were able to have children, would you still be so anxious to take Jenny away from Salina?
I'm sorry, John. I told him.
Get Salina in here.
I'm sure it must be very rough when a man has a good marriage and wants a family and then finds that he can't have a child. But your wife said she wanted to adopt.
Well, that's not necessary in our case. We do have a child, my own.
And that's really what all this has been about, hasn't it? Having your own natural child.
Yes, that's exactly what it's about.
Well, I can understand that. But I don't think it'll work.
You don't think it'll work?
No, I don't. When a baby is adopted, it's given up freely. And even though it's still difficult, at least the new parents know they're getting their child out of mutual consent. But you're taking Jenny against her mother's will. And every time you look at her, you're going to remember how Salina felt about giving her up. And sooner or later, Jenny will know that too.
Salina, you and your friend, please leave. Please get out of here. And, Salina, take good care of her. Good morning.
Bacon and eggs?
No, I thought I'd go over to Salina's and take her and Jenny out to breakfast.
Missed your chance.
Huh?
Salina was here half an hour ago. She and Nancy took their babies to the zoo.
She was here and she didn't even say hello to me?
She didn't have time. She had to listen to my speech on client-lawyer relationships. Didn't want to keep Nancy waiting.
She and Nancy seem to have hit it off.
I'm not sure I like that. Nancy knows too much about my lurid past.
She also knows when to keep her mouth shut.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Hi. Salina said to give you a kiss.
Somehow that just doesn't seem to make it secondhand.
Anything for me?
there anything for me there?
No. I think the word is out that you're unavailable. This is for me. Who sent me a present?
Not me. Was there some occasion we missed?
It's from Dr. Wortham.
The orthodontist. I personally made him a millionaire.
My retainer. Bronzed.
That guy's got real class.
If he had real class, he'd have had it gold-plated. He could certainly afford it.